Hi all, welcome to our Team of the Week 23 predictions video. Could be a pretty decent-ish Team of the Week, some nice individual cards to look forward to, so we can smash the likes, would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you are new, follow me on Twitter at GIsLegend. All the links are down below for playlists to the channel and social media links as always. Remember to check out Kieran SFF's predictions, his link will be down in the description below as always. And let me know, as I said, who I may have missed that could feature in Team of the Week 23. So we start off with Oblak. He made 6 saves and kept a clean sheet for Atletico Madrid, and I would say personally he has a very strong chance of happening, just mainly due to the lack of standout goalkeepers. And in my personal opinion, I feel Oblak would be a very nice informed card to pack from Weekend League rewards. Who wouldn't want a 91 rated Oblak in their picks? Even then, it would put his price through the roof. Alvaro, 1 goal and a clean sheet for Villarreal. Asensio seems to be another shout. Santi Cazorla possibly another, and Toko Akambi potentially another. But I feel Alvaro is the strongest shout. Defenders this week I am actually toiling with. It is a struggle trying to feel what defenders are going to feature. Midfield and forward seem to be standing out quite easily. Knock of Wolfsburg, a goal and a clean sheet. You can kind of tell you're clutching at a little bit at straws when you've got a 75 rated in your back line for defenders. Not the most ideal. Just to say as well, Alvaro would be a second in form, and actually would be a very nice second in form to pack if you've tried his inform at all. Just remember that just now. But Knock, as I said, a goal and a clean sheet for Wolfsburg. Won't be the most appealing card in the world, but all helps towards like Bundesliga Player of the Month. Tellez, 1 assist and a clean sheet. He got a very good match rating for what I've seen across the board on multiple outlets, and I think that may stand him in good stead. But as you can tell, Tellez isn't the most guaranteed shout, and also because of he's been touted a few times for Team of the Week and hasn't featured, so it might not happen here. Then on to Kingsley Coman. He got himself 2 goals and 1 assist for Bayern Munich as they beat Augsburg 3-2. They really had a tough game in all honesty, and I genuinely didn't expect it to be so difficult in the end. But Coman, an inform, looks very likely for him, and actually would be a very nice card. The interesting thing is, would it compete up there with the SBC Gnabry and future star Davis? That is kind of the big question. And also, what would he factor for price? Demare Bay, second in form, looks potentially inbound for him. Obviously he's got a headliners card as well, and he's just had his upgrade. But he got 1 goal, 1 assist for Hoffenheim, and looks a very, if you've tried his inform at all, very nice robust card. I didn't get the headliners card in the end, but I would say 85 rated would go the inform, and headliners card would go like what, 86. So you never know, it could actually prove to be a very nice looking card for a boost on for a second inform. But the big question is, obviously, will he happen? That is kind of the £1 million question. Bundesliga this week looked quite heavy for options. Fekir is a bit of a punt, I will admit, for 1 goal, but he got a very, very impressive match rating across the board. L'Equipe's rating, I haven't been able to kind of, it's not happening for me when I check L'Equipe. It doesn't like me for whatever strange imaginable reason this weekend. But Fekir could happen. Obviously I've got him in the thumbnail for that reason. Porto, 1 goal for Girona against Real Madrid. He was, for what I've seen, was man of the match of the game, like when I was watching it. And if that happens, Porto could actually be quite cheap, but also quite handy for SBC fodder because he's 83 rated. But someone from Girona will happen for beating Real Madrid, my personal opinion, and I think Porto's most likely candidate from that game. And in all honesty, it wouldn't be a bad card actually. He's quite well rounded for an 80 rated right mid within La Liga. So keep your eyes peeled. As I said, Girona will get 1 in form, but it's going to be interesting what happens with that game. And Bruno Fernandes, 1 goal, 1 assist, and a very, very impressive match rating. Man of the match as well for what I saw. I was watching the game in parts, but Bruno Fernandes and Dost had a good shout for 2 goals, but Bruno Fernandes, second in form, looks inbound for him, 86 rated, and I think if he gets an upgrade, which looks likely as well, then might go 87, so you never know. And Dybala, 1 goal, I know it's only 1 goal, but he got a 7.5 on Gazzetta, which is very, very hard to kind of knock. Bonucci, a few folk might fancy for 1 goal and a clean sheet, but he only got a 6.5 on Gazzetta, so I can't see Bonucci happening. It would be really weird having a defender that had a very low rating getting into Team of the Week for that reason, and I feel Dybala just kind of makes Team of the Week stand out that little bit more. And Jonas Poulsen got himself 2 goals for Leipzig. Now his ratings are crazy and I'm trying to work them out, but a third in form for him would go 87 rated. Now it would be a much more usable, it would be even more usable, but he is kind of like, I was initially unsure would he happen or not, but I feel more I'm starting to feel slightly more convinced as time progresses that Jonas Poulsen is getting a third in form. I was kind of taking other options out of the team. Morales, he got himself 2 goals for Levante in their victory, should be a strong shout, and it actually would be a nice card. I think it is a position change, I believe, to like left wing, but regardless, more than deserved. And if you've ever tried this guy, I think it was a couple of years ago he had an inform and it was cheap and very overpowered, and obviously as FIFA's progressed he's slowly boosted up that overall rating to an 81, and an 84 inform actually wouldn't be that bad a card on him. I think the only weakness really is he's physical. Tadic inform finally looks maybe inbound for him. 2 goals. I've seen a few outlets saying Ziyech got 1 goal and 2 assists, but when I go and look at the stats, I'm like, Ziyech didn't score and didn't assist anything for what I've seen either, so I'm kind of clutching at straws a little bit, but Tadic I feel more confident about. Feghouli, a hat-trick for him should happen. If it doesn't, I'd be pleasantly surprised, but usually a hat-trick regardless of position should get you into Team of the Week. Piatek, 2 goals and an 8 on Gazzetta. An 8 usually guarantees you getting Team of the Week. Now the only downside is he just got a man of the match card, but because he has a 1 to watch card, he may go through the roof a little bit because of that inform happening, and I would quite fancy him. And he's also due an upgrade, so I would say the 82 inform, it could happen, could suddenly be a lot higher, potentially like 83, 84, maybe even 85. It could genuinely be going in line with that future star nominee card. Diego Castro, 1 goal, 1 assist, and a very good match. I think he was man of the match as well. Andy Keogh got 2 goals and 1 assist in the same game, but due to Castro's gold card, I would say it could happen, and he always seems to bag an inform like every FIFA anyway, so this is possibly his inform of the week. Savanier, 1 goal for him for Nimes, who are having a very impressive season. Savanier is due an upgrade, so the silver that he has just now I think will be gold by the time of Team of the Week, and I think as a result would get him into Team of the Week. Mena, last week he had 2 goals, 1 assist, he's got 2 goals, 1 assist again. Last week it wouldn't happen due to I think how close it was, because he was in Team of the Week 20 and now it's Team of the Week 23. I would say a second inform for him finally will happen this time around, and I would also say he is one of the maybe rest of the world players that could even get an upgrade, so the the second inform could suddenly be even much more appealing. Rolly Bonavicia, 1 goal, 2 assists for Western Sydney Wanderers. Not much else you can say really. If he gets in, he will be part of the discard inform club of the week, so see what happens with him. In all honesty, if you've ever tried the card, it's not exactly the worst silver card in the world. Obviously it's not going to get us most excited. Dalmu, 4 goals, 1 assist, that guy is a given. What more do you need to say? That is the easiest card to predict of Team of the Week 23. There's no doubt about that happening. Fair play on the Heracles striker, just kind of absolutely ran a riot. I was like, my god, 4 goals, 1 assist. I think that's up there with the Giannini contribution for 5 goals or something, so fair play to him. Bejarano, 8 saves and a clean sheet for Cali in the Colombian league. This guy, a lot of folk might not necessarily think, oh my god, he'll happen, but I was honestly clutching at straws for goalkeepers, and I was like, oh, I just seen Bejarano 8 saves, clean sheet. I was like, let's have a look at the league. Does it exist? Because there's a couple of other goalies that aren't in FIFA. I was kind of annoyed about that. Vega, a hat trick in the Mexican league. Discard in form really, 75, 76 rated. Not going to be the most appealing card in the world, but he's deserved his spot due to his hat trick. So fair play to Vega for bagging himself a hat trick, and Adam of the Saudi League also bagging himself a hat trick. Abdul Fatah Adam, I'm sure his first name is, but the thing is, you could even get 2 silver in form this week, which would make it all the more interesting. But I think Adam looks like our silver in form this week happening, just going by what I'm seeing across the board. Other top possibles, as I say, Bonucci for 1 goal and a clean sheet, Andy Keogh for 2 goals, 1 assist, Boyata 1 assist and a clean sheet, Musso 7 saves and a clean sheet, Gomes 1 goal, 2 assists, Jules Anderson 2 goals and a clean sheet. He was potentially the other silver that could happen. Then you also have options including Kittle for 2 goals, Zulj for 1 goal, 2 assists, and then you're just kind of really clutching at straws, hoping and praying someone else could happen, like Maxi Lopez could happen as a curveball as well. But as I said, realistically it's a little bit hard for top possible. I was kind of struggling a little bit. Obviously FA Cup gets man of the matches if they happen, so don't ask in the comments, oh where's such and such, like Foden for example, he would be a man of the match card. But as I say folks, let me know in the comments down below who I may have missed for Team of the Week 23. Smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GSLegend, and I will catch you all later.